It began as a routine assignment.
Transylvania.
Where is that?
I don't know. It's over there someplace.
But beneath the surface
Transylvania's cute. It's cute.
of this happy land, terrible secrets lurk in the shadows.
I'm terribly sorry. We thought you were an animal.
He is.
They are the creatures of the night.
Shut up, you lowlife!
I'm lower.
The curse of the undead.
Tell me you want me to.
The terror of the full moon.
Oh, yeah, I'm going into town.
And the monster that science created.
Full house.
Jeff Goldblum. Ed Begley Jr.
Hi, ladies.
For a good time, call
Transylvania 5000.
It's good, huh?
Transylvania 5000 is the simple story of two tabloid journalists, Jack Harris and Gil Turner, but for time's sake I'll just refer to them as Jeff Goldblum and the other one, who are sent on assignment to Transylvania to get a story on the real Frankenstein's monster, and hilarity ensues. At least that's what IMDb tells me. I'm gonna level with you. This movie is not so much bad as it is bad. It's overly predictable, it's bland, it plays things too safe, so why was it even made? Well, it was financed by Dow Chemical as a means to spend what are known as frozen finances in the former Yugoslavia. I mean, it makes sense on paper to produce something that can be marketed to other countries if you can only spend money in this one area. It's also noted for having one of the shortest reviews of all time, saying, Transylvania 5000 stunk. I'm Leonard Maltin. Entertainment tonight. So let's see if I can say a bit more than Maltin. Well, I'm convinced. Frankenstein's monster, real.
This is crap. Crap? I like crap. I love crap. I need crap.
He's right, you know. I mean, look at this. Cat gives birth to puppy. It's thing in Korea. Crap.
Because if you guys come back with nothing, you're both fired.
You can't fire me. I'm your son.
Prove it.
I don't know. He's tall, blonde, blue-eyed. His dad kind of has a point. Now, here's for what made every 80s movie great. Now, the point of the theme song wasn't just to rock out to something you're only going to hear once in your life, but to kind of bridge between setup and actual movie. So let's see how our heroes, if we can call them that, like Transylvania.
Cute. It's cute.
As an immortal being that can travel around the world in a single night, I've been to Transylvania hundreds of times, and I'll tell you this, it's not terrible.
Hey. Go play with that kid. I don't want to play with the kid. She's not my age. Play with the kid.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that kind of movie. I better clear my browser history.
Americans?
And speaking of playing with kids, here's Jeffrey Jones!
Welcome to Transylvania. I am Mayor Lepescu.
I don't know what's worse, his history or his accent. Neither. His laughter.
I know. Listen, Elizabeth, I'm not staying at this hotel. I'm staying at another hotel. Can I call you by any chance? Would you like to do something, or would you like to go out for dinner or something? I'm Jack Harrison, by the way. I'm sorry.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum is clearly the best thing in this movie. I don't even think he was given a script. DeLuca just asked him to come to set every day, and he just ad-libbed.
Hi. Sure, what are we going to ask him? How often do you shave? You alone, or do you go out in a pack?
And Kramer seems to be doing fine. Is that still topical? Is it?
It's good, huh? It's funny.
I guess he's fine. Now, what's this movie really lacking?
Let's see, we got the sandwiches over there, we got the butter over there.
Everything is heaven there.
I know that.
Yes, master.
I am not your master, you are my wife.
Right, I'm your wife, master.
Go away, Loopy. I cannot stand subordinates.
Neither can I. I'll stay away.
A love story for the ages. A horny broad attached to an annoyed servant. Aren't you just rooting for them?
Cute, cute.
So let's just see how Jeff is doing.
Hey, who are you talking to? What are you doing? You don't knock?
I got a knock.
It's impolite to walk in a person's room without knocking.
Okay,
You don't know that?
whatever
You know
you
what I'm
want.
doing? I'm sorry, I was interrupted by a wind.
Teaching etiquette to Gil. How nice.
Life has run its course, but as the rain enters the sea, so tears run to the predestined end. Existence is to be absconded.
Absconded?
I see a creature, not the one you seek. The creature walks as a man by day, but as the full moon rises, he becomes a wolf. He is a werewolf.
Werewolf.
You know, I've always wondered why every parody of the horror movie genre felt they had to shoehorn in every trope. I mean, gypsies, werewolves, vampires. You can draw the line somewhere.
Sleep
I don't think she has any more to tell us.
Neither do I. Now, what is it? Werewolf season?
Who are you? Who sent you, my wife? Oh my God, I'm terribly sorry. We thought you were an animal.
He is.
Gentlemen, our director for the evening. In the original animal scene, Rudy DeLuca shot it au naturel, but had to cut it to get a PG-13 rating. I think he honestly just wanted to show off the results of his new Thigh Master.
It got violent. Do you know that I had to pick up a wine bottle and smash him over the head with it just so I could get away from him?
And suddenly she's the most terrifying thing in the movie. And I'm aroused. I stand corrected. Come on, show me something sexy. Well, hello there, future Mrs. Claus. The director saw over 40 women for the role of Odette, but settled on Gina Davis because she could pull off a convincing Bela Lugosi impersonation. I honestly think the reason he picked her was she was probably the only one that didn't laugh. Though she, spoiler alert, is after Ed. This is the movie where she would meet her future ex-husband, Jeff Goldblum, and start the, what I'm going to refer to as the Gina Bloom trilogy, involving this, The Fly, and Earth Girls Are Easy. And yes, they're all just as sexy as this one.
A beautiful day today.
Yeah, almost there. So Gil, Ed, whatever, goes around town asking questions as casually as possible.
Beautiful, isn't it?
And there we go. Now what disappoints me about this scene is that it's genuinely funny. Now I'm not gonna lie, Goldblum and the other one do have on-screen chemistry. I honestly believe that they're work friends with a close and frustrating relationship. Rudy DeLuca wrote the original version to air on TV, having Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari in mind for the leads after he saw them together in Bosom Buddies. Because whenever I see Tom Hanks in drag, my immediate thought is sexy vampire Gina Davis in a punk rocker wig.
Patient trying to get out. Patient trying to get out.
What the hell are you doing?
Okay, that was a fluke.
Hey, you!
I love you. Now, is that protocol in institutions such as this?
Put this in my car. Evidence.
Put this in my car evidence. Now, I wonder how many times that has been said by or around Jeffrey Jones in a cemetery. And speaking about fucking the dead, where's Odette? Hi.
Wait a minute. Have you been in my room at night? Did you want to hurt me?
Hurt you? No. Bite you?
Wait a minute.
You lucky bastard.
I love you.
Great.
I want to kiss you.
Can't we have lunch first or something?
Put your hands on my hips.
Okay.
Put your arms around me. Put your face to my breast.
Must kill Ed Begley Jr.
I want you so bad it hurts.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah.
I like.
Damn, whiskey dick.
I want to do it some more.
I'd do anything for an interruption.
Ouch, that hurt. Who is it?
Who knew knocking is a vampire's weakness?
I better see who it is.
Okay.
Don't come in. Oh, come on now. Wait a minute. Aha. Hey!
I don't even know what I'm watching anymore. Horny, angry, wishing I put something else on. God. Now introducing Dr. Malavakwa, a resident Dr. Jekyll for the evening, and it's a shame with his character, just his candor with his patients and his condition. He could have worked on so many levels.
Odette. What am I running here? An outpatient clinic?
I have to let them do what they want. They are my masters.
What is everybody your master? You can't get off.
Wait, your favorite dish is still here. Believe me.
My favorite. My favorite is here.
My favorites here? I believe you just said Odette was missing. Oh, your favorite. I see. So Jeff takes Elizabeth on a picnic, and my only question is, how did he convince her to go on a second date with him, since she clearly thought he was insane on their last venture?
Jack! I've been looking all over for you. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, what is it now?
Can I talk to you alone? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was cock block o'clock.
Laura! Laura! Laura, it's your mommy!
Ladies and gentlemen, I nominate Elizabeth as Mother of the Year. Any objections? This is like Scooby-Doo, if Scooby-Doo was bad. Really, really bad.
Help me.
And for no reason at all, a hand emerges from the lake. Damn. Gil gets around. This shit happens. Knockoff Chewie jumps out of the woods, and even being attacked by a wolf man, Jeff Goldblum is still his best Jeff Goldblum.
Can you talk?
Oh! You believe me now?
And around. Where's he taking him?
My bloodshot beauty speaks up. She doesn't want me to hurt him. What do you want, a quickie before dinner?
I want him. I need him. I love him.
That lucky son of a bitch. Well, it's past the hour mark, and this is a 90-minute movie, so time to cram. Jeff was arrested for talking about a wolf man. That's apparently illegal now.
How long are you going to keep me in here?
It could be, how do you Americans say, till the cows come home?
Does everybody in Romania just talk in American colloquials? So Jeff's kind of girlfriend breaks him out of jail. Radu attacks the monster, saving a little girl, and hijinks happens, forcing him to bash his head against a few beams, then getting tossed out of a window. And this one great line.
Me, all you ever think about is me.
You're right, Master. I will not talk of me anymore. How are you?
I don't care what you say. That line is perfect. Jeff gets to the lab and is attacked by Malavakwa, and with Odette's suggestion, figures out that if Malavakwa is out of the lab, he isn't crazy. Time's a ticking. We gotta wrap this up.
Please, he's too strong for you.
Malavakwa tells Jeff something. He frees the monsters, and the blonde idiot needs help off the table.
Here, undo this other belt.
Not my pants, this belt.
Urge to kill rising. And they did the mash. They thought she was dead.
His enemy's fire. Light the torches.
I have to ask, does everyone in Romania just carry torches at all times? I hate this cliche, but I honestly don't know.
Stop! What are you, crazy? Give me that!
Damn it! Why is there always that one guy that stops the public incinerations? Anyway, get ready for the life lesson of not judging a book by its cover.
Everybody, listen to me! This is not Frankenstein! He's one of us! That's Kurt Hunyadi!
Nonsense! This monster is one of his experiments. The product of a demented mind.
That's not true!
Grab him!
He's got a demented mind, not me! Listen to me, that's right, this is a mistake!
This is a mistake, foreigner! He knows nothing about Moscow. Get him!
Get back, or I'll cut you. Come on, you want to eat some grass?
Great. Now my erection's back.
Please, everybody, y'all gotta hear something.
Let's hear what he has to say! Yeah, let's listen to him!
Yes, let's hear him out!
Is Gil just a cartoon now?
This man is Kurt Hunyadi. After a car accident, his body was mangled and he was partially paralyzed. But some people here in your town couldn't stand the sight of him. So they had him transferred from intensive care to your phony rest home.
Where I performed reconstructive surgery.
Yes, with wire and pipes and nuts and bolts.
But what could I do? They take the money that the government gives them to fix him up, and they put it in his pocket. Who would do such a lousy thing?
Are you going to take a word of a madman and a fugitive from justice?
No! I mean, yes! We should take the word!
Yes, he is.
Wolfman! It's not the Wolfman. This is Lawrence Malbert Jr.
That's Larry?
No, it's my star!
It is! This is Larry Malbert. He has a rare condition called hypertrichosis.
It's actually a real condition. People suffering from hypertrichosis have had a difficult history, to say the least. Early documentation calling them a different species. They've been ostracized from their communities, beaten, killed, forced into freak shows. There is no cure, well, nothing that's not cosmetic or temporary. And even knowing all this, I still wouldn't hesitate to shoot and mount one of their heads over my mantle. Again, Bill's wife comes every Friday to pay her respects still.
So, Mummy, it's alive!
Okay, now, do you all remember Ugly Hattie?
This girl had been dipped in the ugly pond. After the intensive plastic surgery, I had to keep her in a high-oxygen environment. But now, she's ready to come out.
Meh.
Can your cosmetic fakery deal with
This freak of nature. This lowly, stooped-over geek was allowed to fornicate with one of his own kind.
Just look at the offspring created by such an
ugly union.
Daddy, Mommy.
Wait, they're brother and sister? Ew. I don't care about love. The fact that that inbred bastard isn't a hair-lipped fish boy is a miracle. A disgusting, sad, horrifying miracle. Do you think they just didn't have in the budget to make him look weird? And why is it the first time we're hearing about him?
How dare you pick on my son?
And your wife.
My lovely wife.
Aww. Radu finally shows his affection towards his sister wife. Now that's all fine and dandy. But what about Odette?
What are you doing sitting here?
Kiss me.
No, wait. Why don't you take these out first? You know why? Because you're not a vampire.
I know. But it gets me attention.
You don't need that kind of attention.
Yes, I do. I'm ugly.
How can you say that? You're gorgeous.
Ed, what are you doing? If her self-esteem is higher, she won't sleep with me. I mean, you. Just shut up!
You are beautiful.
Oh, I'm not.
You are.
I hate you, Ed Begley Jr. I hate you.
Let's dance.
And that's it. Festival continues with monsters included, and other than a few fantasies or a laugh or two, this is a really forgettable movie. It was a critical failure, but it did make its money back. $7 million over a $3 million budget, so what does that tell you? It was a success for what it was, and it can't be blamed for that.
Predator doesn't fall for stupidity like other people.
I did find